Early estimations of the number of athletes and team officials expected to arrive in Guyana pin that amount just around 300. And it must be noted all visiting teams must find their airfare and accommodation, except for the CAC Bodybuilding Council. Given the business's economic gain, Bess is advocating that more support should be given to help produce an iconic event for the region.
Their corporate and social responsibility to Guyana, and to the fabric of our culture and sports and so forth. But in addition to that, you're talking about 25, a minimum of 25 countries being in Guyana. You're talking about a minimum of about 300 athletes being in Guyana, being on the stage at the Natural Culture Center. Your branding is going to be there. Your brand is going to be, can be in every click of a camera, in every swipe of a motion camera, and so forth. So we have several packages that we're going to be putting to sponsors, potential sponsors, that will give them different forms of mileage that they can benefit from this competition. But one thing for sure that they can take away is that the eyes of the sporting world, more so the Caribbean, and of the bodybuilding fraternity in Guyana and sports fraternity in Guyana is going to be on the Natural Culture Center and on CAC Bodybuilding in Guyana come October 17th to the 20th. By the time cricket is going to be over, a lot of other sporting events is going to be over, so bodybuilding is going to be the only sporting or the only major sporting event in Guyana at that point in time, and any person, any corporate entity or individual looking to push their brand, this is a vehicle for them.
The government of Guyana, through the Ministry of Culture, Youth and Sport and the National Sports Commission, has reiterated its support. As in a recent meeting, the executive of the Guyana Bodybuilding and Fitness Federation had an extensive and fruitful discussion with the Minister of Youth, Culture and Sport, Charles Ransom Jr., and the Director of Sport, Steve Ninval.
Each country has a maximum of 40 athletes that they can bring. Most countries don't take that amount. But from the numbers from the CSC in Aruba, they had about 250 athletes. There are 21 countries. And we were, I dare say, still coming out of COVID. Now we've brought it to Guyana. We will be able to attract a lot of the English-speaking countries who would have found it difficult to go to the more Latin-speaking Caribbean countries and Central American countries. So you're looking at, for example, Trinidad, which is very close to us. They can bring a full quota of 40 athletes or 30 or 25 athletes. Barbados, from what they're saying to me, I've engaged with the president, Mr. Sparman, and the general secretary, Mr. Roger Boyce. They're looking to bring about 25 athletes to Guyana. I have my counterparts, all the way in St. Martin. They're putting together a massive team to bring to Guyana. So I can safely see that you look.
This is the second time Guyana will host the championship, the first being in 2004. For the newsroom, Akeem Greene.